part 2 we are discussing intermediate document details. See, in the second slide you can see how many ways we can trigger the IDocs. You can trigger the IDocs. So there are 3 ways to trigger the IDocs: standalone program, change pointers concepts, okay, message control. So when we talk about standalone program, use it for any type of data, either master data, transaction data, both data we can transfer to standalone program. Okay, so if you use change pointers, it is only for master data like material master, vendor master, customer master. Okay, those were master data only we can configure in the change pointers. Okay, so if you use message control, okay, using of transactional data like sales orders, purchase order, shipping order, delivery order, invoice details, all are transactions mean day to day it will be different, right? So we will configure through message control process. You can see these are all the IDoc types. MATMOS for material master. Okay, so DebMOS for vendor, CREMOS for customer, BobMat for some board related activities. Okay, that is in the master data. If you use invoice, this is invoice creations. Okay, so Dev. Okay, that is for supplies related thing. Shipment, shipping details, orders. Okay, so orders means purchase order, sales order. So order response. Okay, order follow-ups or response under this orders SP. So these are all some important IDocs types. I took it here. Okay, there are many. Okay, there might be hundreds. It is their important one. However, we can create our custom IDocs also, IDoc types. Now, for today, we are discussing only standalone program. This only take more than 1 hour. Okay, how to configure and all. So now I am creating scratch level IDoc configuration. So these are all IDocs types already created by SAP. Okay, now we are creating scratch level IDoc configuration with a standalone program. Okay, that I am doing for student transferring data. Okay, between the systems. See, custom standalone program. So we have to configure IDoc in both servers. So in this case, I am using both as SAP servers. Okay, so both are SAP servers. So, but I'm taking, we don't have any different system. So within the system, I'm taking 2 clients. 800 is a one system. 810 is a one more system. Understood till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
In the source client, whenever we consider source, it's an outbound process. So we have to do steps. These many 11 steps we have to do within the 800 client. Okay, first we have to create one table. Which table? Client dependent table. Okay, to understand the data. Okay, if you use client dependent means in the table first field is a MANDT. MANDT means client. If you create some 10 records, 10 student records, if you open same table in 810, you will not able to see the 10 records. But table will be there because table is a object which is not client dependent. It's a client independent. If you create one program in 800 client, we can see 000 client, 001 client, 066 clients, and 800, 200, 300. In how many clients is there? You can see all the clients. Program table, data element domain. But the table contents you will not see because the table is a client dependent table. Client dependent means which we already mentioned the client field, first field, the table. So the table will act as a client dependent only for contents, not for the table object. Table is different, table contents are different. Understood the concept? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is the transaction to create the table?
Yeah.
11.
See, table. So then, based on the table, we'll create the segments. So transaction code is W31. Then IDoc type W30. Then message type
W81.
W81. Assign message type to IDoc type W82.
82.
W8.
Then define logical system. This I wasn't told you. You have to do in sale transaction SALE. Assign logical system to client. That is also sale transaction. Then create RFC destination S59.
59.
Create port W21. Create check partner profiles W20. Create outbound program SC38. Understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will show each activity. Okay. So these all steps we supposed to do now. I can read it again one more time because I'll go quickly this configuration when I'm doing. Okay, so this we have to do within the 800 clients or source system. Consider source system might be any client in the real time, not only always 800, it might be 200, 210 or 300, 310. Okay, that's different. So now we are doing 800 clients. Next thing we are doing 810 client as a target system. Consider 810 is a target system. But basically you will not get in the same system. You are supposed to do EC to CRM, both are different systems. So development to development, quality to quality, production to production, we're supposed to configure like that. Okay, so in today's session, we will save some efforts because we are doing same system. So some objects will be replicated in 8 and also. We don't need to create again. Okay, so now here also create the table in SC11.
It's 11.
Segments SC31. IDoc type W30. Message type W81.
82.
Message type W82. Define logical system, sale transaction,
Same. Same. Same.
transaction, assign logical system to client. Here we don't have RFC, okay? So we created on the source system. Now we need to create inbound function model, WSC37, function model creation, okay? Before that we have to create what is the prerequisites for function model, function group. That also we supposed to do. Register function model characteristics, BD51 transaction. Assign function model to message and IDoc type. So that is in W57. Next, create process code W42. Create check partner profiles for inbound. This is W20. Here we are not creating port. Okay, so port and RFC to communicate. Okay, so that required for outbound system. Okay, so once you communicated here, this is for data capturing. So data capturing, we don't need to create port and all. Already we have the data and we supposed to save in the tables. So here port and RFC we are not doing. Okay, extra we are doing. We have an inbound function model where we supposed to capture the data of IDocs and we have to distribute the system. That function model we have to define either inbound function model or outbound function model, and we have to assign this function model to message type and IDoc type because the function model will be triggering whenever this message type IDoc type is calling. Okay, and process code where we are capturing that function model data to distribute the application level. And partner profiles means what is the sender receiver we have to define in the W20 transaction. Are you clear with this?
Yeah.
Okay. So in coming sessions also we will get more transaction T codes. I have to remember. Till now how many we discussed? we'll get more than those decodes in this session concept. Okay? But steps are very easy. If there is an issue, then it will take time for resolving the issue. Now, from where we supposed to start? Outbound process. So which client I supposed to log in now?
800.
800.
Now, let me log into 800 client. Okay, so client is 800 only. I'm logging with the same user. Okay, so what is the first step? Table creation, right? Create table. Correct. That should be client dependent table in AC11. So we have already student table, right? I'm using the same table. I'm not creating now again. What is our student table name? Z01 underscore student one. Okay, so this is our student table. Okay, so I want to see the table entries. Okay, we have 11 and 12 table entries. Hmm? So we don't have other entry. So whenever we create 13, 14, 15, we have to transfer the same data. Let us check the same content in 810 table, 810 client. So 810 client. So it was created in 800 client, not in 810. But later I was added the entries in the 810 client. Same table, display, trace. Are you able to see the table entries?
Yes, sir.
Left side, how many entries is there? Right side, how many entries is there?
Sir, only two, right side and
Sir, 10.
Why these two entries, 11 and 12 is not there? Both are, it's the same table, right? Why data is not there?
Client is different, sir.
If you see here blue color,
800 client, 800.
so it both are okay. So both are blue color, sky blue color means both are composite primary keys. Okay, so it's a client dependent table. Why? Because the first field is client. If you see in the table, if you go back, what is the first field? Client. Okay, if it is a client, data will be storing in the client base. If you remove the client, you can see the same data in both systems. If you add 10 records in 810, you can see in 800 also. Okay, so that is very important. You remember that point. What is client dependent? What is client independent? Object table is a client independent. We can see in all the clients. Okay, so I'll try to show in different client also if I have access. it's not. Okay, I don't have access, no problem. So if we can open other clients also, we'll see the table. So that I'm trying to explain. Okay. So now, whenever 800 is our source, whenever we create a new entries, if we execute that program, because we are developing through custom program. If we run that program, so whatever new entries created, automatically all entries will be transferred to 810 client. So that is the logic we are doing now. Okay. So now first we supposed to do 810, sorry, 800 client. So now we already did. In our case, table is already there. First point is already available. Second one is segments.
Segment creation.
Transaction W31. Okay. Slash and W31. I'm trying with slash O. It will open new session. So now I'm typing here. Segment name is Z01 student. So let me open notepad. We have to note down all the values what we create. Okay. So what is the segment we are getting now? Z0. Okay, we'll do. So I mentioned here segment now. Now I wanted to create. So here you have the create option. Are you able to see this note symbol create? You might see in PNG also, same button.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, click on this. So assign name is longer than 7 characters. That's okay. So it is expecting to mention 7 characters basically. So or else I'll cancel this. Let me go back. I'll mention 7 characters. Even though it's a 8 characters, right? Let it be, no problem. It will work. Okay. So assign name is longer than 7. If possible, you can maintain 7 characters. Otherwise, it is okay. It's a just information message, not error message. Okay, continue. So it is showing next screen. Here mention student information. Okay, enter. So now fields here you have to mention table fields. You can maintain all the fields, or if you want only less 4-5 fields to be updated, you can maintain 4-5 fields also. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now I am updating only 4 fields. All fields anyway you can understand. If you maintain all fields, it will work. If you maintain 4 fields, you need to know. So these are only fields and data elements you can copy from the table only. Okay. So we don't need to do any other maintenance. You can use export like not required. IS for code field, it's not required. Okay, these two is many. So we have 4 fields in this segment. Okay, just click on save. So who is person responsible? Process by our name only. Okay, user ID. Continue. Giver package. Save. So transport. Save. So this is different transport because I'm in 800 client. Okay. So now segment definition. You can see what is the definition. Student 000. 000 means it's a new version. Okay. So was saved with the transport request. Okay. So this is our segment. Save it here. Okay. Next, what we supposed to next step? IDoc type creation. Okay. We can create multiple segment also. We'll discuss only one segment. Okay. Next, fashion W30. Okay. So this is a You can see now we are doing basic type, not extension for standard enhancement. Now we are doing basic type, means basic type or IDoc type or same. So now IDoc type also I'm creating with the same name, Z01 student. Okay. Here also we have create option. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Click on this create. This is also showing assign name longer than 8 characters. So it is expecting 8. Fine. Continue. Here mention the description. Student information. Okay. So here doing we are creating new. We are not copying from anything. Okay. We are doing fresh new person responsible process and person. So continue with the student information. Okay, so this is the IDoc type. Now here create. By selecting this IDoc type create. Now it is asking a segment. What is our segment name? Z01.
That,
Okay, mention here. So it's a mandatory segment. If you have multiple segments, if it is a mandatory, you have to select. That means data should be filled with this. So maximum, minimum numbers you can mention one only. That's a positions only. Okay, continue. See, it is added here. If you do one more segment, it will be added like this. We saw last time, right? For orders, there are many segments.
yes,
Okay, so this is segment adding. Okay, just click on save the package and transfer. So data saved and warning, that's okay. Warning message is showing. Hmm? Next step will be message type creation. Okay, so W. So let me capture IDoc type here. IDoc or basic type. Port Z01 student. Okay, next double slash and W81. So here we just need to maintain some message ID. Okay, so just click on change here. You can see display change. This is we call as a table control. We will discuss how to design this in the screen level. Okay, custom screen under the module pool. That is one session is pending. So you just click on here. Once you click on change, it will ask the new entries here. This button will enable. Click on new entries. You can see it is showing here. So message type also I am mentioning student. Description is student information. Okay. So click on control yes or click on save also. Here we have save button or control yes, both are same. This is also again maintainable. You can see workbench request. Okay, continue in the transport. So this is not a package saved. This is only transport saved. Okay, this is not saving the package, right? Directly it is asking transport. So now this is our message type. Any doubt till now?
No, sir.
Okay.
sir,
The step. Hmm?
we are using a 8 and kind of fields. No, sir, we are not using 800 line fields.
We are in 800 only, right?
Yes, yes, sir, we are using 8 and client fields. No, sir. Before step. Come on.
Not sure what you are asking. No, table is common. That's okay. I was opening S11. That's okay. If I open 800 also will be same. Table will be same. I was created test
But
segments with the reference of table.
okay,
I wasn't seen saw that. No problem. If you open in here also, you see, you go back. Same step only. That's not an issue. Okay. Just create segments with the same four fields.
Okay.
Now message type is done. Next, assign message type to IDoc W82. So here we have to click on change. We have to do new record. Continue. This is cross client table. If we get this kind of message, the same content we can see in both clients. In this table, there is no client field. That's what it is showing. Caution is the table is cross client. If you open 810 also, we can see the same entries. 2551 entries. Click on new entry. What is message type? Same name. Jet student. Basic type means IDoc type. That is also same. Extension, we don't have extension. Release, we can put 001. That is our latest release. Like that we can put. Okay. So IDoc type, message type, both are same. If you see here. So just click on save. This is also directly asking transport. Okay. So this is the table EDA message. What is EDA message? EDA message is a table which will store the combination of messages and IDoc types. So just click on save. It is asking to save the transport. Fine. So now this is also saved. Okay. So next step would be assign message type IDoc type is done. Now we have to define the logical systems. Assign logical system to client. Okay. Now go to sale transaction. Select SALE. Okay. If you see this IDoc interface application link enabling. So we will do configurations here. Okay. Now this case we are checking only logical systems, not other options. We have many options. Now we are checking only define logical systems, assign logical systems. Expand the basic settings, expand the logical systems. So now first we have to define logical systems. So this is also cross client table. Okay. Continue. You can see the table entries. Now I'm just checking. This is a logical system. Okay. Let me check. ES7 CLNT 810. It's not there. So what I'll do, I'll create two logical systems, ES7 810, ES7 800. So where I can create in W20. Okay. So here I'm creating logical systems. So where you're able to see logical systems option here, you can see logical systems. So here I'll check ES7 810 is there. DH. No, we don't have ES. Emax 800, Emax 810. 810 is there. Now we are creating. I'm selecting this partner type LS logical systems. Create. Okay. Now you can see right side it is created. Now we have to create here. What is our systems? EH7 CLNT 810. Okay. So type is partner type LS logical system. Okay. Just click on save. Enter a permissible partner number. Might be there somewhere. So I'll mention AS7 810. Okay, so let me check. Partner number. AS7 810. Okay, so 1 second. We have to create in this transaction. It is sale transaction. Okay, so forget about this logical system. I'm doing in sale SALE. I'm going back again. So here basic settings, logical system, define logical system. So instead of searching here, you can put the position and type the value. EH7 client 800. Click on continue. So you're not getting that EH7 810. So now I'm creating new entries. Okay. So EH7 CLNT 810. Mentioning as a receiver system for student information. So it's saving in this transport. Continue. I'm creating one more. EH7. This is client independent. So 800. This is for sender. Okay, save. So two systems is saved. Okay. So data already saved. So what is the systems? A7 client 810, A7 client 800. And I just click on one step back. Again one step back. Now here assign logical system to client. Are you able to see the second option?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
click on execute. And this is also cross client. So now you can see this many clients is there in our system. 000, 001, 66, 100, 108, We are using 800, 810, 802 also there. 811, 812, 820, 900. This many. Now we have to assign that logical system to 800 client, 810 client. So I'm double click on this 800. So what is our logical system here? So if there is a logical system already maintained, we can use same logical systems. Okay. So if we'll use same logical systems and there is one step there, we'll add our IDoc type. So that is one approach. Otherwise, if you're doing first time development, you can do AS7 client 800. So this is logical system for 810 client. So just save. It is showing be careful when you are changing logical system because some other developers also using, right? That's why you're getting this message. Just go back. Now for 810, so there is one. Okay, so we can use here, we can put our system A7 client 810. So just click on save. Okay, done. What are the steps we done now? Define logical systems. We created two entries and we assigned those two entries to 800 client, 810 client. Understood till now? Here.
Yes, clear.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Next step is RFC. Okay, in between I open some transaction W20. Forget about that. Okay, now next step is RFCs. So what is the transaction for RFC SM59 slash n SM59? Here it is both ABAP connections. ABAP to external is different purpose, that is HTTPS connections. Okay, so connecting other ABAP system through HTTP, that is different. Now we are doing ABAP connection means RFCs. So now here we have to create ES7 810. What? EH7 810. We don't have ES7 810. Here 800 is the next. So now create ES7 810. EH7 and 810. FC configuration for 810 client. Now target host is, I can copy from here. I just click on change, the pop-up will come. Here I'll copy. Then 85, enter. IP address will be auto populated here. Okay, go to login security, English, client 810, user is 5, and mentioning password. Click on save. User can be used for remote login in target system. That's okay. Okay, so here we supposed to configure RFC users, not R users. Currently, you can use your users, but at the time of RFC creation, send a mail to basic team. Kindly provide one RFC user. If it is RFC user, you will not able to log in through logon pad. That user only for communication purpose. This RFC's purpose. Understood, guys?
Yes.
There are 5 types of users. Our users will be dialog users always. Okay. So how can we see it's a dialog user or something? There is a transaction slash o SU 01D. What is the transaction? SU 01D. Click on enter. You can see user maintenance initial screen. Display your user. Okay. So my user is 85 ABAP 25. Mention this. Click on here display option. Are you able to see here Mr. Okay. Last name, first name they maintain same. And you can see function, department. This is sandbox, so they didn't maintain all proper data, email ID and all. But in the project levels, they will maintain all your email IDs, okay, and first name, last name and all. If we go login tab, you can see user type. So there are 5 types: dialog user, system user, communication user, reference user, service user. We have to use for communication data, RFC user, okay. System is that is for communication user. We have to use communication data. Our system user also we can use, but should not be dialog user. Hmm? And we can see my validity will be 2021. You can also check your validity. Okay, they will always be provided only for 2 months access, right? So you can see the valid true. That is your last date. After that, user ID will not get. It is showing your user ID validity. And you can see defaults. What is that date format for user ID, system time, parameters. That is for configuration. You will not understand. Roles basically. Here you can see your roles. What are the roles assigned? Now currently roles are not assigned because we provided profiles is SAP all, SAP new. You have all SAP system authorizations, new authorization checks. SAP all, SAP new. Okay. If there is a roles, you can see the roles here, starting with Z and starting date, ending date. Based on that roles only, your access will be there. You will not able to access all the transactions in the real-time system. And groups and all you will not require. Personal data also you are not required. It will be generated data. License also is not required. SNC means if they used to maintain here your client name. If they maintain here their client name, are you able to see this SNC name?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, they used to maintain here your user ID. So whenever you log in first time system, okay. So when you in the pop-up, you will see the system, right? Whenever you double click on this, are you able to see this screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
here you will not able to see user ID password. Okay, not, you can able to see user, but you will not able to see password and all. You can see client 100, client 800, client 600 something. If you click on a client, automatically it will log in. It's a single sign on. Okay, so that is a few projects they will maintain single sign and you don't need to maintain password. Once you got access, once you double click on system, it will show the clients. If whatever the client you want to click on that client, button is there. Buttons will be there. If you click on that button, automatically it will log in. Okay, that is because of they will maintain here SNC, single sign-on. Okay. Currently, we are not with single sign-on. That's why we are entering user ID password. I'll tell you that in real-time concept also in detail. So now you understood that dialog types of the users right here. Dialog user only for foreground access. Now we are doing foreground access. System communication reference service all will be running in the background users for communications, integrations and all. Okay, so I'll close this. What is the transaction? SU01D. You have to remember this. You can see other users data also here. If I click double three, I can see 3%. So whose it is? This month 16, I think, last date. So that also we can see others use the information. Okay. So now, so I maintain for the timing, I maintain my user ID password. Just click on save. So it's saved. Now click on display. Do the connection test. So what is this? So we got the seconds. Seconds means this is connection working fine, proper connection. If there is an error, it will show in the red color. Last session I show you in one of the systems. Okay, if you get error, you have to raise it with basic stream. Now this is correct. Now click on remote login. If you click on remote log, it will log into that system. You can see we are in A10 client with my user ID. Okay, so I'm just going back. I just close the session. Now RFC part is done. Now what is the next part? Port creation. So W21 /n W21. So you are able to see this screen? Yeah. So
Yes,
we
sir.
have different types of ports. Now we are ABAP with PA system, CPC, CPIC communication, file to file scenario, XML, HTTP, XML to file. These are all PA configurations. Now we are doing transactional RFC. Okay, RFC. We are doing through RFC, right? Request for call. So we are using transactional RFC. So there are number of ports because many times we use this transactional RFC configuration. If you want to do custom port number, you can do. But if you want to go with generated port, it will generate. Now it is 81. Then next it will create 82. If you want a specific name, you can maintain specific names like this also. So where we supposed to do? You just select this, click on create. You can see a generate port name, own port name. If you select own port name, you can give the name. If you go with generate port name, you can select this and continue. See, 83 it is generated. Okay, so I'm mentioning student information generation. So don't change here. IDoc record types SAP 4.6. Now we have to maintain RFC destination here because port means it is for communication purpose. How it will communicate through port through RFC. Okay. So maintain ES7 CLNT 810. Okay. Don't change anything on the screen. Description RFC destination. So just click on save. So port is 83. Save here. Port is 83. RFC name is ES7 client 810. Okay. Next, W20 partner profiles creation. So this is a partner profiles we are doing through logical systems. Okay. So because we configure same in a sales transaction. Okay. Now expand here. Now we have to check our partner profiles is there AS7 810, AS7 800. Okay. Those are all not here. So we have to create that our logical systems. Click on create. Mention here 810 LS. Okay. Next, click on save. Okay, so it was when we done last time, it was showing it is permissible use because we didn't make this number in that defined logical system table. That's why it was showing error. So now I created. Are you able to see this here? AS7 client A10.
Yes, sir.
So is this receiver or sender?
Receive.
Receiver, sir.
Yeah. So in receiver means inbound, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Here you don't change anything. Okay, numbers are same. Now you can see here inbound parameters. So click on plus. So here, when you click on plus, this screen will come. Here we supposed to add our details. What is our message type? That's this.
Z01 student.
Yeah. So we have to add our message type. So basically, I supposed to start with sender, but I'm starting with the receiver. No problem. So student number, message code function not required. Process code, we have to create new process code. So I'm starting with this one. So I'm canceling this. So we're supposed to start with /OW20. Is 7 client. Just deleting this. I'll create again. Now we have to create. Basically, we have to do for sender system. Now we are in sender client 800. So create 800. Okay. So partner type is this is partner type LS. Okay. So now since we are doing sender, we have to do click on save this first. So it is saved in the bottom. Okay. Now we are in 18 client. We have to do for outbound parameters first. Okay. Click on place. Okay. So here message type is Z01. Okay. Now you can see it was asking process code because that is for the inbound. Now here we supposed to do receiver port. What is our receiver port? This is our port number. So maintain the port. Okay, transfer IDoc immediately. Select this. Okay, start subsystem. So that's all option. So now I want to transfer IDoc immediately. Okay, so outbound option. Now basic type is same as this is basic type. I'm just mentioning because this partner system should understand for which one we are doing. We don't have extension and all. Okay, I just mentioned basic type, transfer IDoc immediately, receiver port, message type. Okay, just click on save. So whenever you click on save, it is save the data. So when go back one step back, here you can see the message type. Are you able to see this message
Yes,
type
sir.
here? So for the
Yes,
same
sir.
partner
Z0.
number, you can assign multiple message types. How can we do in sales? In the sale transaction, there was one partner number T90 client 810. So I was replaced with our logical systems because we are doing each and every point freshly. So when you do second time, ES7 client 810 is that sales step. Two steps is there, na? Define logical systems, assign logical system. That is not required for
Yes, sir.
second time. You can use the same. So when it comes to W20, you have to add one more message type by clicking plus. So now Z0 student is already there. We can add one more message type like Matmos, Cremas, or employee or whatever the message types. Okay, so that is about ES7 800. Just click on save. Now from partner profiles also done, port done, RFC, all the steps is there. Now we have to create our program, okay, to transfer the data from RS to SAP. Okay. Now go to SC38. Okay. I'm creating Z01. So click on create. Here mention the student IDoc report. Type is executable program. Click on save. Save in the package. Save in the transport. Okay. So here now standard page heading. Okay. So write that selection screen begin of block A with frame title text 001 selection screen end of block A. So in between I'm writing select options for student S underscore SNO for okay so work here underscore student hyphen S underscore NO. That is a field only, right? Student table is SQL. What is the student field? S underscore NO. Okay. S underscore NO. Okay. So now for this work area we are using, we have to create internal table and work area. ID underscore student type. Tell me guys, type table of Z01 student. Work area is work area student type.
Student.
It should be type
Type.
Z01
Type, sir. Only type.
student. That is for declaration. Here selection screen. Okay. Then read data from database. Start of selection. So reading data. Select start from Z01 student table into table LT underscore student where S underscore NO equal to or in.
So
Hello.
equal to, sir.
Okay. Is it correct, Bindu? Or Hemantri can check it?
No, in we need to use
In.
Sir.
Why in? Why not equal to?
if s underscore n is in table, then only it will read equal. No, we are not comparing.
Yes. We are not comparing. Comparing only for parameters. When it's a select options, we have to use in because we have multiple options. So S underscore SNO. What is S underscore NO? What is S underscore SNO? S underscore NO is a table field. S underscore SNO is the select options. Okay. So that is the condition. Next, if size of bus equal to 0, we'll do something else. Table entries not found. Type error message. Okay. Understood, guys? This structure. Yeah. So
Yes,
if
sir.
it is a success, now we have to call the IDoc. So how to call the IDoc? 1 second, guys. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now what I'm doing looping this student entries. Loop at LT underscore student into work area student end loop. So now in this case, in the selection screen, we have input. Whenever we provide the input, so based on the input, we will read the data in the student table into internal table. So that is size bus equal to 0. It will loop the internal table. Otherwise, it will show the table entry is not found. Suppose if I'm doing just activating the report. So we are discussing custom IDoc configuration that to trigger to standalone program. Standalone means custom program. Standalone means single program or an individual program. Okay. So now I am providing student number 15. If I execute, table entry is not found. Okay, because in table, I'll open the table also. It's student 1. This table entries. We don't have 15th record. Okay, so that's why we got error. Now what we are doing, if the student entry is there, it will come inside sub size bus equal to 0. We are doing loop. So inside loop, we have to create the IDoc. So how to create the IDoc? We have a function model called master IDoc distribute. IDoc distribute. Call. Okay, so are you able to see this function model?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
here what are mandatory? This structure, this table. Okay, so we have to pass here. So what is the type of here we supposed to pass R structure, but for to create R structure, either internal table or work area, we are not aware. No? So for that, we have to see what is the type of this master IDoc control. So double click on this IDoc, save, so importing tab. Here it is master IDoc. So what is the type here they are using for this EDADC? What is EDADC? What is EDADC?
It
The
is the
control record.
control
Control.
record.
Record table. You can see here control record of master IDoc. Okay. So since they mention in importing tab, we consider as a work area. So we are directly giving table name. If we give table name, we should create either internal table or work area. If they mention data element, it should be considered as a variable, single value. Now they mention table name, so we should consider either internal table or work area. Since it is comes under import X tab, we need to create a work area. If it is comes under table, then we have to create internal table. So now we create work area for this EDA DC. So here I'll mention ls underscore EDA DC. So where we can create, here we can create ls EDA DC type EDA DC. Okay. Next we have to check for these two also. Double click on this master IDoc distribute. That function model will distribute the IDoc. Okay. So click on save. So go to here table, that is comes under tables. Okay. So what are these? We have two. Okay, two are mandatory. You can see both are optional, not selected means both are mandatory. So one is EDA DC, second one is EDA DA. So both are we need to create as the internal tables. Okay, because these both are declared under the tables concept. Okay, so one is LT underscore EDA DC, that table of EDA DC. Then one more is here only we have to create LT underscore EDA PD type table of EDA PD. pass these two internal tables here, LT, EDA, DC, LT, EDA, DD. Okay, so now we pass enable the exceptions. Okay, then remove these two not required object name alone. Apply pretty printer. Okay, so any doubt till now? Okay,
No.
so here if there is error, you can write message. Master IDoc distribution failed. Error message. If it is success, go else part. We are doing database update, IDoc level. High level we are creating IDoc means we are doing many activities through this function model. So in this kind of scenarios we can use commit work. Commit work means it will properly do the activities, saving the database and all. Okay. So commit work is a keyword to perform the database operations perfectly. Okay. So commit work. And in the end loop, we have to clear this work area student. Since we are doing clear, area student. Okay, and refresh LT underscore EDA DC. LT underscore EDA DD. Why it's showing red color? Here we have to pass colon. Okay. So and here work area you can clear this LS underscore EDA DC. Are you getting proper screen sharing, guys? You can say
Yes.
check, no errors, activate. So is that coding is correct? Till now what we did? What is pending? See, are you able to find anything is pending from the code? Yes or no? It will. Guys, are you able to find any logic is missing? Anything we need to take care? Anything we are able to find? I mean, this alignment and all, not alignment part, coding point of view. Anything is missing? Or we can run this.
The text is missing.
Hmm? This text element. Okay, that is okay. I'll create. That is okay. No, other than that,
We forgot to create work area for EDA. Is it correct? Or no?
I don't put any information. Okay, let's say activate this. Use selection text also as underscore SNO. Activate. Activate this. I'm going back. So what is you talking, Hemadri? Someone is telling. Which work
Yeah,
area you are talking? Which work area you are talking?
EDA, DD.
Declare now. Work area is not where we are using work area. We are not using anywhere.
Yeah, we note it.
On the internal table where is it? See, in this program, for this function mode, we are passing this ls EDADC, LT, EDADC, LT, EDAD. What is where we are passing content? What content we are passing here? Exporting means we supposed to export, right? So we declared here ls EDADC and we are directly passing. Are we filling anywhere in
Yes.
this program or this EDADC or EDADD?
No.
So then how it will create the IDoc if you pass empty structures? And which IDoc it will create? Student record here we are looping the student information. Okay, so when we loop, the student will be storing in the work area, and this work area we are not using anywhere in this program. Are we using anywhere here work area student?
Yes,
Are we using anywhere? We are just clearing, but are we
yes,
using
sir.
anywhere?
We are not. No.
Using. Then this data we are not using anywhere. Then what data we are passing here? How it IDoc will create? We have to fill this in this work area, this internal table, whatever we are creating. Okay. See,
Okay, sir.
first I'll fill this one. So what is type this EDADC table? Okay. So it's not required always to fill all the contents. At least we should fill some fields. Okay. So for EDADC, we have a message type field. MES TYP. I will show you in separate session. Important fields which we supposed to fill. Okay, EDI DC. I can see here IDoc number we are not passing now. Okay, we don't have IDoc number. The function model should generate. Status we don't have here. You can see message type. So what we can pass? MES TYP. You can see message type. We can under this message we have to generate. Okay, message type doc type. IDoc type we have to pass. This is basic type. So let me pass first message type. So what is message type in this case? We this morning we created. This is a message type, right?
Z0 student. Z0.
Yeah, pass this message type. Next, I'm searching for document type. Doc. Wait. Okay, here you can see doc type, IDoc type. It is there in the starting only. Okay, IDoc type. So it should be before this ls EDADC doc type. What is IDoc type? It's the same name we created this morning. Then under this document type, under this message type, we have written. Next, we have to mention receiver port. This is all mandatory. Okay, receiver RCV PRT. RCV PRT. Okay, this is partner type of receiver. This field we are appending. So you are aware, na? This work area filling manually. We are doing like. So under which one we create a receiving partner type? This is logical system partner type. In W20 we mention LS. Okay, and then one more is EDA DC. Then receiver partner. Okay, partner number of receiver. So these both values we can see W20. I'll show you in W20. Okay. You can see a partner type LS. Okay. So under this we created A10. So this one. No, not 800. Okay, fine. So this is sender case. We mentioned 800. EH7 8 You can see here partner type LS. Okay, and this is the partner number. We have to mention that. So RCV ERN. What is the name? This is a office note. So whatever we created receiver that partner profile. So receiver partner we have to mention here. So this all important for this IDoc type, for this document type. Here one D is missing. So document type, message type are important, and through which logical system or different vendor or customer point. And this we have other options. We might discuss later sessions. We have here, you can see vendors and all different type of communication partner profiles. Okay, vendor, customer, business partner, benefit provider. Now we are doing it through logical system, means technically we are doing configuration. Okay. LS we are mentioning this is a partner number better. Okay, this is for LS. Now data we need to pass because we have to pass our student information, right? That will store in the data records. What is data table EDA/DD? So this is internal table for EDA/DD. So now we have to append a current this work area to this EDA/DD. So which format we can append? So let me open EDA/DD table. Okay. You can see how many fields we have here.
8.
8 fields.
8, sir.
Client is required. We don't have field. IDoc number we don't know because we are not generating. We are not generating. We are going to generate through function model. So that is we don't know. Number of the segments. If you have one segment, we can mention one. Otherwise, you can ignore. And this is segment name. Okay, let me use this. For EDA/DD, now required work area. Okay, now create work area. LS EDA/DD type EDA/DD. Okay, so now here I'm doing LS EDA/DD segment name. What is our segment name? One, Z0 student. Okay. Next LS EDA/DD. Next, I'll go to the table. Next, here number of hierarchical that is also not required. Hierarchy level not required. Length field of varchar, this we are not using. And you can see application data. Here we supposed to pass. This I was explaining in the first session of IDoc. So the length will be 1000 characters. Here we supposed to pass application data, means actual content through this field S data. Okay. The total record we can pass. So S data equal to directly you can pass work area of student. See, normally if you assign for single field we can't able to assign work area, but here it will take because this is a application data. So here it will take. Okay. So whatever our record is the student information sending to S data field directly. Okay. LS EDA DD2 LT underscore EDA. Clear. LS EDA because we are passing an internal table format. So we have to pass an internal. We have to append our work area to internal table. We are passing internal. So this is for one second time. Second time also, if there is a two students. So second time also we'll append this one more student. So what we'll do in this case, we can put this code before loop also. Within the loop also we can put, but many times it will execute. right? We can put okay. Understood, guys? This code. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Any query on this? All fields are not mandatory. You can see here. S data and WS are not mutually convertible in unique code. Okay. So actually, what is checking? It is checking with the segment. How many fields we have in this segment? If you see this error, what it's showing? LS, EDS data and WS student are not mutually convertible in a Unicode program. So it's not converted means what is a? It is checking the segment format. So here you can see this segment having less fields, but we are sending total work area. Okay. Guys, are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So what is the segment? Our segment having 4 fields: student number, name, and address, department. But here work area student means with reference of a group. It is total table. Total table having we have in student table 8 fields. So what I'm doing in this case, we have to create one more. So what I'll do, I'll make this as a LS. Let me make it as a LS. So here also I'll make it as a LS. Okay, now for work area student, I'll create different work area. Before that, we have to create structure for 4 fields because we are sending data for 4 fields. Now put the table here. Z01 student enter. So what are the fields we are doing? Student number, name, address, department. So click on copy. Here create the student ty underscore and make it as a short name stu. Continue. Okay, so this is our structure. Here we have to pass types keyword for local structure typs. Okay, so this is our local structure. Local structure we can create for we discussed for student table last time, right? First time at the time of structures creation. So now this is structure for 4 fields. Now I am creating work area here. Work area student with the type of tystu. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now here LS student is with reference of student table. Work area student is with reference of structure, only 4 fields. Now with this work area, now we have to pass this work area data. Now in this work area we have 8 fields. Now we need to pass only 4 fields to this work area because this work area is created with a reference of 4 fields. How can we do? We can do here through move keyword, move corresponding LS student to work area student. So are you able to understand this keyword? Move corresponding. You will learn more syntaxes today. More I mean new keywords and all. So are you able to understand? We are moving only corresponding fields. Corresponding means particular fields only. From this total 8 fields to these 4 fields. Now 4 fields only will transmit it. Now let's check. We're getting same error or not. So the issue is resolved now.
Yes, sir.
Guys, it is syntactically correct. Now this structure having this structure tystu work area student. Now this is having only 4 fields. It is showing cursor here. When we go LS student, it is total table because we are reading from table as a internal table. We are sending total 8 fields. So this will work like that. Okay. So this is one way. Otherwise, we can pass here 4 fields and we can make it this internal table as a work area, and you can directly pass this work area here instead of moving to another work area. Now we are putting select star. That's why we are moving to another work area. Otherwise, if you put 4 fields here only and use the same structure for this, here also TYSTU, TYSTU, and we don't need this work area. Okay. So that is about this. I'm just trying to execute now. After commit work, I'm writing some message to this time.
Sir?
After commit work, I'm putting some message.
No, sir. Sir, in these two, which is the best one, sir? According to performance.
Performance, select the fields only instead of select star.
Fields one.
Only specific fields.
No, sir. I'm
there.
asking creating work areas, right? So it will affect any performance.
Yes. Instead of creating 2 work areas, we can directly do fields here, and the internal table and this work area also will having 4 fields. You can directly pass this work area here. Okay, instead of moving to another work
Oh,
area.
yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now after commit work, I'm writing
Okay.
message. Process successfully. Okay, type information message. After commit work, I'm writing. I'm just executing. So now guys, I'm in the table I'm creating a record number 15 or 13. I'll create for student record. So how to create entries? Go to here, utilities, table contents, create entries. So for this table we have a TMG, that's why it is going on TMG. Create new entries. 13, student number, Tamu address, here I'll mention NCA, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Student number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Year 4 years, 600. But we are not sending all fields, we are sending only limited fields. So just click on save. So data is saved. Okay. So here 14 also I'll create. Okay. MA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 100. Getting one more entry. 15. Creating with different number. It will be same, and 9 and 800. So we created 3 entries from the table. Just going back. We can see all entries. Here also we can see all entries. Now we wanted to send this 13, 14, 15 to target system. Okay, 800 client, 810. So I'll close this partner table 20. Now I'm logging to 810 client. One, two, three, four. So I'll open student. Consider this is different system. Huh? Student. Here I'm just executing. So we have entries 1 to 10. We don't have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now we have to send those 5 entries to this system. 810 is considered as a different system. In this system we have to send the 5 entries. Okay. Now how can through our program we can send. So I'm just display checking and activating. Now I'm executing. Now I'll do only for student number 11. I'm just executing. So are you guys able to see this report program selection screen?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm just processing only student number 11. Okay, in select query we'll get only one entry and loop inside it will perform only, and we are sending that work area to data records EDA DTS case data field, and we are passing to master data IDoc for distributing. Okay, through logical system AS7 client 800 that logical system. Okay, so I'm just executing. Master IDoc distribution fail. Okay, so this is error. Let me put a breakpoint here. Just executing. Sorry, it processed all. Let me stop recording. Stop debugging. 38. Student IDoc report. Here we have a breakpoint. I'm just executing. If you are not filling the selection screen, it will process for all records. So we have to mention 11. Otherwise, it will process 11 to 15. 1 to 15. Okay, so what is the value here? Size RC? 5.
1.
No,
Yeah,
5 you can.
Okay, so 5, 5, sir.
So others error. There is others error. 7th line. Okay. So sorry guys, here we have to pass the target system logical system. So this is our inbound target system. Okay. So that is the error we got this error. So now we have to go. Just remove this breakpoint. I'll go W20. First we'll check sale transaction. So this is W20. What is our receiver system logical system? ES7 client A10. So we have to check that is there here. ES7 A10 is not there. Let's check in sale transaction what logical systems we maintain for the A10 client. Basic settings, logical system, assign logical system to client. Continue, it's a class client edition. For A10 client, double click on the entry. You can see a ES7 client A10. So we have to define this logical system in this area. So select this, click on create, W20, here EH7 client A10 and logical system option, partner type. In the F4 also you can select logical system. Okay, here also you can. So this is receiver or sender? Receiver. So receiver means inbound. We have to configure inbound parameters. So for the timing, just click on save. So this is a A10. So here inbound parameters, we have to create outbound, sorry, here inbound parameter. So what it is asking, message type we can give, but process code we haven't created it. So we have to do in this as part of inbound activities. Okay, so just close this. So program will not run now. Let it program. So now we have pending with inbound activities. Next slide. Forget to able to see this. These are the inbound steps. So what is the first step here? Inbound. In 810 client which we supposed to. I'm closing the 800 client now. I'll log in later again. I'll close this table also. It is asking log off. Yes. Now I am in 810 client. Let me log in. See, what are the steps for inbound?
First, we have to create a table.
Which table?
To create
Same table we have to create.
Client.
So let me
Yes,
go
sir.
S11. What is the table name in 800 client Z01?
Z01 student.
Underscore student. So I'm clicking on display. I'm clicking on create. Okay, we have to create, right? What it's showing?
Already exists.
So why it is showing? Because we are doing IDoc to IDoc in the same system. So when it consider different system, we are supposed to create. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Don't confuse here. Actually, when we do inbound, we have to do each step. Whatever we are doing, now we are considering 800, 810 as a two systems. But whatever the table we created, that is a client independent. So same table is available in 810 also. That's why this will repetitive steps till the line number 4. Okay, line number point number 5. We don't need to do all steps again because we already did in 800 client. Same will be available in 810 also. If you want, we can check. So table also there, client dependent table. But if it is a different system, now we are in EH7, right? If it is a different system, you supposed to create table because table will be system dependent but not client dependent. So now we are 800 810 we consider as a two servers. That's why object is available, it is showing. If it is a fresh system, okay, we don't have other system to practice. So if it is a different system, we have to create the table, same table with the same structure, same delivery maintenance, same technical settings, same this table maintenance generator and all. Okay, now after this table creation, what is next step? Segments W31 slash and W31. Same segment we have to create. What is our segment name? Z0 student. That is also available because we already done 8N. Next, IDoc type W30 Z01. So that is also available. You can see student information. If you click on display, this is available. Next, message type slash and W81. You can put the position here. Z01 student. Enter. That is also available. Next, assign message type to IDoc W82. Here, put the position. What is our message type? Student IDoc type also student 1. You can continue. So that record also you can see here. That is also available. Version we mentioned. So next, all 5 steps are done because that is if you are using same system, we will not get that kind of requirement. Since we don't have other system, we are practicing the same system. But in real time, there are different systems. So we have to repeat these 5 steps for the other system also. Are you clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't confuse. I'm not trainer is not explaining. So this is because on the same system, objects are already available. We don't need to create one more time. Okay, if it is a different system, we have to repeat the steps. Now define logical system. Actually till 7. If we go define logical system, now we are in 810 client sale we are opening. So sale also it's a client independent. Whatever we created 800, it will be available in also. You can see. If I click on 810 assign logical system client, you can see 810 we have this, and 810 also we have, 800 also we have. Option. Okay, it is available. We defining we already did here also. If we go define level, we can see both ES7 related entries here. You can see here ES7 client 800, ES7 8 client 810, both are available. Okay. Okay, so that is define and assign logical, that is also. Now we have to create inbound function model. So 8 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 we have to do now. Understood, guys? since those steps are specific to
Yes.
inbound,
Yeah.
and we didn't specific to inbound, and we didn't do in outbound config. That's why we have to do. So before creating function module, so we should have function group, because function model prerequisites we should save in the function group. So let's check what is function group is available in our package which we already created. I'm just going SE80. So this is under which package it is. You can see this is local package. Let me put our package. So here we have a function group. So we have three functions. This is for generate, both are generated one. This is we created Z0 1 underscore function group. Don't copy here. A function group code will copy. So Z0 1 underscore function group. Okay, go SC 37. Now we have to create function model code. Okay. Here you can take any standard function models which we are using for IDoc. So I'll give one function model. You can use same function model for any development. So you can put IDoc here. IDoc input function model. If you put star, IDoc input star, we'll get all kind of function models, which is configured in standard standard IDoc type. You can see bank change, bank rate, and all. So you can take anything. So I'll take MATMOS, material related function model. So you can provide here underscore MATMOS. MATMOS for material. See, this is the one. You can see there are MATMOS BAPI. Normally it is MATMOS 0102 or CREMAS for customers 01 like that. We can take here. See, this is standard function model. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
So this is configured in material management inbound process for this function model. So we have to create this similar kind of function model. But if you see this code, how many lines they designed here? 4928. We don't need to create this much of code, okay? But it's similar to this kind of code only we have to design. Okay, guys. So now what we'll do? So
Yes,
basically, its structure will be input parameters, exports will be same. So in this way, we supposed to create changing. We have tables. We have okay return variables, exceptions, source code. So now how can we use? How can we develop similar kind of code? We just copy this function model. Here we have a copy option. Copy. Enhancements will not be copied. So there are some enhancements provided by SAP, explicit enhancements which we didn't discuss till now. So those will not copy when we do copy of program. So that's okay. So now here we have to write our function model Z01 student IDoc input for your student instead of mathematics. Student 01 I mentioned. Anything we can put. Here I'm creating now custom function model. Code will copy same. So now here we have to give our function group. What is our function group? Z0 underscore function group. Copy. Function model name is reserved for SAP. That is the information message continue. So it is copied. So what is our function model name? Z01 is the function. Click on display. No?
01, sir. Student 01.
Yes, yes. If you're not getting, you can put star. Okay, if you're not able. Star means if before and after anything it will take. If you click on F4, still we are not getting. Just putting only this much star. Let's see we are getting or not. No? Okay, just now you copy it, right? Let me check this function group is created or not. Okay, this one. Z01 IDoc. You can see. You guys able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what you'll do, double click on this, it will open here right side and copy the name. So just copy this, I'll go AC37 and paste here, one change. So now you can see the same code is copied. So what I supposed to do, I'll remove this code, existing code. Import export parameters I'm using as the same format, and code I'm removing because there is too much code. For our requirement, we don't need that much code. I mean, actually, if you do real-time scenario, we will take care of all the scenarios like clearing variables, refreshing variables, select queries, proper exception handling. So all we supposed to maintain. There are 4,000 lines code, right? We have to delete. Now I'm deleting this much. Let me continue other code. This much again I'm containing the many code. You guys see this logic, how they design? One second. You can see they are putting condition when this is segment name. Okay, when this segment they are doing some activity, when there is other segment they are doing some activity, like that they design. We'll also write like that only. Custom. I'm deleting the many code also this time. Guys, in last also we have to follow this way. They're also looping control records. So they're doing this status, they are reading, they are appending to this IDoc status. Okay, is a success or failure, error in IDoc. Okay, they are appending. So this way only we have to do. Okay, this is last data. Now see, code is removed. Okay, function finally it end with end function. Click on save. Check. So here, just click on, just save. So in the tables, we need control data status. Return variables we don't need. I'm just removing this. Put the cursor, delete. And export also, we are not exporting anything. It is in update task. Not required. Call transaction is done. No, we are not using call transaction. Input method, mass processing. No, not required all this. I'm removing all input parameters. Okay, I'm just click on. So now what contains we have import export is nothing. Changing is nothing. We have only tables, three kind of records in tables. Okay. So we have control record, data record, status record. So with these three only we have to save the data in student table in inbound process. This function model is a key. So we have to do the loop. We have to do the code inside. Okay, how can we do? First time create a loop in the control records. So looping at what is internal table IDoc CON TRL. So this is the internal table you can see here. Okay, this is the internal table. How can we say this is internal table, guys?
Structure it is showing.
Which section? This in this session only we discussed many times, guys. How can we say this is internal table? Because they declared these three tables under the tables tab.
Yep.
If it is they declare tables tab with a reference of table, it will act as an internal table. If it is export import, it will act as a work area. If they declare any through data element in import export parameter, it will act as a variable, single value it will store. Now these three are internal tables. Okay, so now I'm looping this IDoc control internal table. So we have to push into work area. So work area we don't have, so we have to create here. Data. Okay. So ls underscore eda dc. Okay, it's a control table. So into type eda dc. Okay, here put ls eda dc. Okay, so and end loop. So this is a high level. Okay. So inside what I'm doing, what I'm going to do this work area, these records, we have this internal work area data. I'm just checking this data is existed in EDA EDA table, other internal table. So this is also internal table. How can we check this work area data is available in this internal table, other internal table? Suppose for this control record we have a IDoc number field. Okay, let me show you in this EDA we have a doc number. Doc number means IDoc number from this EDA DC. This is table structure only, but data will store in this internal table. Now we are pushing into work area. So work area having IDoc number. So now I want to check this IDoc is existed in this data. Why I'm checking? Because we have to synchronize all these three tables are should be same process. The IDoc is common for all these three tables, because that is a primary key, right? Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
What is the structure of
Yeah.
IDoc? IDoc structure is control, data, status. So
That's
all
just
three are interlinked with single IDoc. So now in the logic, I'm just checking control IDoc is existed with data, because I have to sync all these three. If it is all sync, if all three tables are sync in the synchronized process, then I'll save data in database table, student table. So how can we check? We have a internal table operation read table of IDoc data into work area. I have to create EDA DD. So here I am creating ls EDA DD type EDA DD. Okay, so here read IDoc data table into EDA into work area. I am pushing with condition with the key. Okay, doc number is IDoc number equal to ls EDA DC doc number. Understood, guys?
yes, sir.
So with this IDoc number, I'm checking into this internal table if that IDoc number is exist or not. If that is exist, data will transfer to work area. So if data is transferred, it is success. So I'm writing if size abarc equal to 0, else continue. Continue means it will continue the loop. Okay. So as of now, this record I'm clearing this ls EDADC. So this is we are looping now. So I'm clearing as of now. What are the code we say? So now this data is there where size of bus is some code we are writing. Otherwise, if this is not both are not equal to, if there is wrong format generated, we are continuing to the loop. Understood, guys? As of now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing in this size of bus, I'm capturing the index of EDA table, index from internal table. Okay. So I'm creating LV index. Right. Tabix is a field. So what I'm doing here, LV index equal to tabix. If you have confusion, what I'll do here, SYST underscore with the data element I'll create. Okay. This is system variable. So whenever we check this read table, so it will return the index tab. A debugger you can check. So that index number I'm capturing because I have to read this data again one more time. So here I'm reading that data loop at IDoc data into ls EDA TD. I'll tell you what is this, why we are doing again. Why here we already checked. We got size of birth, we got the syntax syntax number. Again we are reading. You can see from LV index. Guys, what I'm doing here, I just check the IDoc numbers are equal or not. If the IDoc numbers are equal, we'll get size of RC. So if, whenever it is equal, I'm getting this index number. Index number means in this internal table, which record it is, either second record or third record, fourth record, it will return this variable. So suppose it is a second record, we're getting number 2. Understood as of now?
Yes.
So this will fail in the runtime. We are not reading anywhere. So if this read table is success, we'll get size of RC and the tabix also. I'll show in the debugger in top. So tabix will show whatever the number, either 1, 2, 3 or that index position of internal table. If there are 10 records, if it is the third record, in this condition satisfied for the third record, it will return the number 3. So with the same number 3, I'm reading this record from the same table one more time to internal table. So now in this case, after this what I am checking, again I am checking, okay, ls underscore EDA DT doc number equal to ls EDA DC doc number. So what I am checking, after reading again, I am checking this document number is equal or not. I'll tell you why I am writing like this. If both are equal, if this condition is equal, so what I'll do, I'll append this ls underscore EDA DD to lt underscore EDA DD. Document table, new document internal table. Okay, this internal table is not created. This internal table, this IDoc data is both are same, but I am appending to new one. Okay, so this is new. We have to create here. LT EDA DD type table of EDA DD internal table. Okay, so I'm clearing this. If it is fail, I'm exiting from the loop. Exit is a keyword to exit from the loop. Continuous keyword to continue the next process. Exit is it will stop the process, at least for this loop. So this total logic we call it as a parallel cursor technique. what we are checking, our basic functionality is we have to check both document numbers is equal to, we have to read that data to new internal table. That is our logic. So normally how we are doing for new developers, they will write for first loop, and based on this number again they will do one more loop. Instead of this index, they will pass this number, and once data got, they will append to this. But basically that is not preferred here because it will give syntax performance issue. So we have to do this way when there is a two tables comparison. So this is IDoc control is one, IDoc data is two table. So we are comparing these two tables. If the both our IDoc document numbers are equal, then we are passing that data to new internal table. So that is the actual logic, the requirement. But how to write this? We have to write this in this format. This we call as a parallel cursor technique. Okay, first we have to look the first internal table. What is this? What is here? It is end if. Okay, 1 second. So what is parallel cursor? First we'll look the one table. So and in the second table, based on the first table primary key, we are checking second table data is there. If the data is there, we are reading the index. Based on the index, again we are reading the second table data. After that, we are comparing first table primary key, second table primary key data is same or not. Suppose student number or same or not. Okay, here in this case, IDoc numbers is same or not. If that is success, then only we will read the data. We are pushing into new internal table or new variable. That can be anything. Okay, we are checking these two conditions. If it is wrong, then we are exiting. So this case, if you use this parallel cursor technique, we'll get accurate data instead of duplicate entries. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
this in interview they will ask what kind of performance techniques you will use. If there is a loop inside loop logic required from the client side, I'll use a parallel cursor technique for the better performance. If there is a select star fields, if more than less than 80% of the fields, if the table having 100 fields, the requirement is 30 fields to be read the data, I'll prefer the structure and I'll mention the select each field in the select query instead of select star. So these are all performance techniques. I'll tell you in one separate session for performance techniques, okay, which we supposed to follow for the developments. Okay, guys. Now where data is saving. Now finally after this code, where it will store the data.
Storing
LT
LTD.
underscore
Yeah,
ID. Sorry,
EDA. So what I'm doing now in this case, okay, after this end if, okay, so I'm starting that LT EDA. Okay, now I'm looping this LT EDA loop what LT EDA into LS EDA end loop, because data will store in this internal table. Now we have to pass our student table, right? Okay, this is the data
yes,
record.
sir.
This is data record. So now I'm looping the data record. So we have LT, LS, EDADD. We have LS, EDAD. We have here. Okay. So now when we are doing loop, okay. So inside loop, what are the fields we are passing in our program? We are passing segment and S data. Only two things we are passing in SE38 program. Okay. So now LS, EDADD. Number equal to, I'll put condition if ls EDAD work area segment equal to, what is our segment? Z01 student. If the segment is equal to, then only trigger, otherwise continue. Understood, guys?
yes.
Okay, so here not required. Mm, that segment is equal to what we supposed to do? We have to capture the data. Data will store on which structure? which field it will store on? S data field. So in this work area we have S data field. Okay. So now we have to store S data field to our student table. Okay. So now I'm creating here structure. What is our structure? Z student.
Underscore out student.
Yes, student number, student name, address, department. These are all the fields. Okay. Same. ty underscore stu. I just create this structure because data is we are appending in this format only from the source system, right? In outbound process. So we have to create one work area for this work area student type ty stu. Understood, guys? I'm creating one work area for this structure. So because I have to save the data. So if this is equal, so what I'm doing in this case, work area student equal to ls underscore eda s data. Understood, guys? I'm checking the segment. If the segment is correct, it will go inside. So S data having student information, which information only 4 fields. That's why we are passing into this work area. This work area is created with a reference of these 4 fields only. Understood? Now data will pass to this work area. So now this work area having 4 fields content.
4 fields.
Yeah. But pushing into table, we can't push only 4 fields. We have to push full work area. Understood? So what is the logic for to create the entries? Insert. Insert Z01 student from work area. Always should be work area. So how can we create work area? ls underscore student. But ls underscore student is 8 fields. Here work area student having 4 fields. So how can we do this? So what I'm doing, I'll check one more condition. If work area student is not initial, then only I have to call the insert command. Insert statement. Okay, so what I'm doing inside, this should guys this logic. See, we are capturing this edge data to work area which is having 4 fields. If this is initial, so I'm passing this move corresponding of work area reverse format student to ls student. So these 4 fields we are passing to this work area. With this work area we are appending. If this is size sub rc equal to 0, that is okay. If it is wrong, size sub rc we don't need to capture. If it is wrong, we have to capture. So if not equal to 0, what I'm doing, I'm creating here error flag. Error flag equal to x means true. Error flag equal to true. So error flag we have to create in the top. Here I will create error flag. Error flag is a variable with the data type. Data element is flag. Flag having 2 values, either x or space. X means true. True means error. If it is error, here I am writing some code. If error flag equal to x. X means failure. Else means success. Why else means success? If there is no x means this is processed properly and size above 0. If size above 0, this error flag will not be initial. It will not save as x. So if not save x as, here we are writing equal to x. Equal to x is size above. If not, it will go else. So now we have to append final data to this status record. So where is the status? IDoc status. So IDoc status, what is the table for that? ls eda ds.
Yes.
eda ds, comma. So for this table, we have to open. EDI DS. Okay, so if it is here LS EDI DS hyphen, what are the fields in EDI DS table? 11 8 DS display. We have a document number, that is okay. We have to append status of IDoc. If it is a failure, I am appending 51 status. If it is a success, we'll append 53. In inbound case, 53 success. And we can pass some more fields. Username also we can pass. What is username? We should not hard code. We can use system username. IDoc number also we can pass. We have a document number here, right? The document number equal to, what is the document number? That it will be there in LS EDI DC document. If it is cross these many levels, we can pass that document number. So we can pass this error success case and failure case, both cases. So after this, I am appending this LS EDA DS to IDoc status. Here LS EDA DS. Right? What is the IDoc status? Is the internal table. For that internal table, we are pushing messages. Pass. So any other fields we can pass. Document status. Subroutine status text. Segment number also we can pass. That's not required. Status message number. Status message is not required. Type of status error message. That also we can pass. This is, what is the type? Yes. 51 is error. Okay, here this, sorry, here it is success. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. So now function model is completed almost. Now we have to do three, four steps and we'll close the session. 1 second, guys. TYST is unknown. Okay, so here we have to maintain types keyword. This is a local structure, na? Local structure should be types keyword. Save, check. But this is LS student is unknown, but there is a field with similar W. Okay, LS student was not created, so I'll create here. The student type is Z01 student, guys. This is reference of student table because we are pushing data to student table. So in no errors, activate this. So what is next step? Next step, guys, here, 9th point.
Register function model characteristic.
Yeah, so that is transaction is Object is BD80, BD51 slash O BD51. Okay, so this is class client message. So are you able to see this table control? So create the new entry. We have to create what is our
Yeah.
function model. Copy in other session. This is our function model name. Copy here. Here paste it. Function model inbound. You can see input type. What is input type? You can select one individual input. Individual with IDoc block would call that. No, it's an individual input, not mass processing. Just see individually we are updating. Okay. So we don't have any dialog allowed. It is asking transport, so I'm saving in my transport, changing last set. That is done. Okay, it is reached as a reach function model characteristics. Next, assign function model to message and IDoc type through W57. So I'm opening here only slash and W57. So here we have to create new entry. Okay, so click on change. This is also cross client. Okay, once you done 800, you can see 800. I'm doing new entries. What is our function? When you click on new entries, it will show on the same screen, or it might open the new page like a student entries creation. Here function model name, function type. It's a function model. Basic type. So what is our basic type? Z0. Segment or basic type all are same. We don't have exchange. Message type also same. Description, it's a inbound, right? It's not outbound. Direction.
Yes.
So remaining is not required. So you just click on save. This will also ask transport. We just click on save. Done. This also saved. Next, create process code W42 slash n W42. So we have to create process code. So click on new entry. So when you click on process code here, it will ask. So I'm creating process code for student. Process code name is jet student. Description is student information. Okay, so process code means it will define the which kind of data we are saving. Okay, here we are processing by function model. Okay, we have to select this because we are processing through function model, not other. Yeah, so this is process code saved here. Just click on save. Save in the transport. Currently access function model. It's okay, it's information message. Okay, so when you click on save, it will ask this information. So what is our function model name? We have to copy our function model. You can see Z.IDoc input. Okay, so object type, we don't need other information. So we just pass the function model is enough. For this process code, this is a function model. Just click on save. Save in the transport. Just click on, go back one step. Done. You can see here, identification is added. Identification is function model, processed by function model. So process code also done. Next, check partner profile, W20. Understood guys, as of now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now W20 open. So here we have to create logical system for outbound. Okay. So you can select here. Click on create. Here I'm giving A10. Type is LS. Click on save. So you can see A10 is added here. Okay. So on here you can do inbound conflict. What is the process code? Z01 student. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just click on message type. Also, we have to give what is our message type.
Chat 0 student.
Done. Data is saved. So you can see Jet student is added. Now all the steps is done. Now we have to do our processing of the function model. Now login to 800 client. I'm closing this function model. Login to 800 client. SP38. This was the report. Here we have to pass 10 receiver system. Okay. So now execute. Execute. Master IDoc distribution failed. One second, guys. Okay. Here I'll remove this 800 we supposed to do. Let's try with and let's save this add here. Click on save. For it, let's try one parameter. Process code. Let's do them. And it is saved. Next 810 we have to change in 800 client. Slash for W20. E7 810. Eight hundred console sender. Eight hundred we consider here. Okay, so I remove this 810. 810 I have to make this outbound parameter. receiver port, what is 83 airport, transfer IDoc immediately, basic IDoc type, message type 0. Less 810, here it is. Okay, for 800 client, 810 we have to configure as a, actually it's a sender system. Let me change in sale transaction. Let me try this one. Software sale. Okay, fine. So we'll change later. First we'll check this program is working. So now 810 is configured. Try to execute. Okay, it seems it is working now. Are you guys able to see this message?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Processor.
Processor
Is processed
successfully.
successfully. So actually, in the logical system, 800 is created in 810. 810 is created in 800. Okay. So that is the way we have to create. Now I'll close this transaction sale. 810 on we have only one session, right? So we are in 800. Okay. So now it is process where we can check IDoc list W02. I'm going W02. I have to check. Here today date and a basic type or enhancement IDoc is Z01 student. Okay, fill this our IDoc type, execute. So are you guys able to see here? One IDoc is generated. What is the status here? Yellow light IDoc is processing. Okay, it's still processing. If you see the status records, IDoc ready for dispatch. Let's see, yellow light IDoc is processing. Okay, you can see the control record. What is the control information? IDoc, but you can see basic type, message type in partner. What is receiver port, receiver recipient system 810. Okay, here you can see sender port SAP 7 always, partners, part number 800. Okay, this is sender information. Understood, guys? It is outbound process, IDoc ready for dispatch nearly. Let's check it is processing or not. Let me check. So one more time. Still it is processing. Let's check data records. This is segment, okay. Let student. You can see a student number 11. Name is Arjun. Address is Bangalore. Department is IT. Okay. Status record still it is in daily service. You can check the message here. Why still it is processing. Receiver exits, no filters, no conversion. What change? Receiver exits, no filter, no conversion. IDoc successful process alert. IDoc error. Change some configuration. Okay, let's check. And here, not this. In 800 only, I'm just checking. Slash W20. In 800 client, I'm just opening. It is still, it's not processing. It is in ready to process state. So I'm just expanding here local system. What is our system? 810. So if you click on that 810, you can see here message type left side. Okay, so double click on this. Are you guys able to see this?
Yes.
Click on change.
Yeah.
We selected
Yes.
transfer immediately only, but it is not processing. Let's check this status record again. Still it is yellow. IDoc is still it is processing. Where an 840 is okay. Packet size. Why this packet size came? Just removing this, I'll create again. Just click on save, click on plus, outbound parameters. We have to add here message type Z01 student, not others, receiver port. 83 is our port, right? Okay, transfer IDoc immediately. Message type. We don't. Do we need to fill any other information? Okay, we don't need. Okay, just click on save. One more. It is having the same one. Okay. If we check IDoc status, it is refreshed or not. No, that the activity which we did, that is same only, but we created one more time. It is not done. Now we can check this through BD87. BD87 for reprocessing of IDoc. So this is a BD87 transaction. You can give the IDoc number. What is our IDoc number? You can copy here. This is IDoc number. Come to BD87. Click on execute. Reprocess it. It is showing 30 status here. Okay. So select this. Receiver exits, no filters, no conversion, version management. Okay, push it again. IDoc selected. Okay, so are you guys able to see now? Sometimes it will stop on the this status. What was the status? 30.
New
Now
status.
what is the new status?
30.
3. Data passed
3.
to port. Okay. Okay, IDoc sent to SAP application. So what is the transaction to project process IDoc? 3 you can see green color, BD87. Sometimes if network is down, sometimes AL is application link enabled through network. If sometimes network will be down, so that time it will stop the IDocs in between. It is taking time, too much time to processing. So we can use BD87 to reprocessing. W19 also we can use, but I'll tell you the differences later. You can see now it is green light. IDoc process successfully.
Successfully.
Yeah.
Successfully.
What is our content? You can see this segment. This is student. You can see field name, student number Arjun, Bangalore IT. What is the status record? 01 generated. 30 is IDoc
01.
ready for dispatch. 03 is data passed okay. So for every outbound IDoc, these 3 messages should come properly. If it is a 01, 30 is error, 30 is warning, okay. Warning it is in between process. Instead of 30, it will come 29 sometimes. Instead of 03, if 30 come after 30, instead of 03, it will come 02 in this level. 01 is always will come. Instead of 30, it might come 29. Error in IDoc ready for dispatch. If there is a instead of 03, 02, data passed to port is not okay. So now this 3 is done. Now we'll check in inbound system. What is inbound system? What is inbound system, guys? 810 client.
800, 810.
810. So now we are in 810. Where we can check? We can check in W02 only. So connection gone. I'll log in again. Continue. Slash and W02. Okay, here message type. I am in 810. Sorry, still I am in 800. It's gone. Okay, so it's gone. Let's check. Uh, I was done override login. So I'm trying to log in 810. Here it is 810. Where we can check the IDocs list slash W02. Okay, I'm in 810 client. Okay, basic type is Z0 student execute. So what is error here? Again 64 status. Here also it is not processed. IDoc ready to transfer to application. It is still transferring. No filters, that is okay. Immediate process was cancelled. Okay. The IDoc is supposed to be immediately transferred to the application for processing. An error has occurred in this case. Immediate IDoc inbound process should occur using server script. However, using server script results in exception communication. Let's check in immediate processing selected or not. Okay, I'm going the partner profiles. Okay, what is our partner profile here in logical system? Where is our system? ESM client 800. So here in the parameters, trigger immediately. So we selected same only. Triggered by background program. Trigger immediately. Still it is not working. You can use bid87. I think the communication failure. You might see in some message. If I click on double click, you can see here communication failure. It might be the network issue also. Okay. So I'm using bid87 here also, inbound also. Okay, bid87. What is IDoc number? You can click on this control record. You can see 1222001. So enter here, execute. So this is IDoc, expand. Immediate processing was cancelled now. Process immediately. Z0 student cannot be interpreted as a number. So problem in our function group, you can see SAPL Z0 something. Our code is wrong something. Here you can see segment signum as not interpret as a number. A problem with here. I'm just double click this. The signum is okay, segment number. So instead of name, what I'm passing here, guys? Hello.
Numbers.
So actually I supposed to write
Instead of
condition for segment name, but instead of, you can see segment name is different, segment number is different. Number of the SAP segment, either 1, 2, 3, 4, that is numbers. So instead of name, I pass number. That's why it's issue. So I have to use name, segment name for the condition. So I'll go back. I'll change this code. Here it is. Segment name. Understood, guys? Name
yes,
should
sir.
be equal to, okay. Instead of name, I compared with a number. So number means right side should be always 1, 2, 3, 4. But we are sending text. That's why it went to the dump. So I'm activating this function model. That's why it was stopping in the 64 status. Now I'll go W02. Let's check the status. Still it is 64. It is trying to process. It was tried 2 times. System. but it wasn't happened. Okay, now we'll try in BDT7. This first time when you do this, this all will be the blocks you have to remove. Okay, I'm processing this 121. IDoc. Okay, I just processed. So what is the status now? Old status is 64. Now what is the new status?
51, sir.
51.
Application document
not posted. We supposed to get 53. Not posted means it is not added to the table. /o S11. Student table. Let's check first student number 11. Door close enough. So 11 is not added here. So that is the error we are getting. Now if you see in W02, one second guys, let me close the door. Hello? Hello guys, what
Yes,
is
sir.
the state?
Yeah.
You can see here. You can see this many times it attempted. IDoc added, IDoc ready to transfer the application, IDoc ready to transfer the, IDoc passed to application. Actually, what if it is properly processed, we supposed to get 50, 62, 53. In inbound case, outbound case 01, 30, 03. Those are success process, 3 steps. Here also it's supposed to do 3 steps, 50, 62, 53. After 50 we got some warnings. Now when we reprocess 62 we got IDoc passed to application. But application it is not posted. We got 51. What is the error here? No status record was passed to ALE by the application. Means after in our function module we are not it is telling that we didn't pass any status records to the IDoc status structure because system not able to identify what is the status of the IDoc status. So let me go to our function model. So we supposed to pass this IDoc status, right? We are filling where we are filling this information. We are filling this IDoc status right here, 53 or 51. So we are appending this ls to ls to IDoc status. What is the type of this IDoc status? Okay, this is wrong. So what is the table here they are using? This is not table, this is different structure. So they are using some structure here. Okay, we thought of EDIDS status table. So I have to create. Guys, are you able to see this structure?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we have to
We
append data
IDoc
into this format. So, but what in which format we are sending? We are sending wrong format. What is our format? LSEDIDS. This is referring to EDIDS. Wrong. So we have to use EDIDS as per function. BD IDoc status. This is the format. So now, based on this formats only, we have to append fields /o SC11. Guys, this I did intentionally, okay, to show you that errors and all. I know that coding when I'm doing, so I intentionally did that error. So document number we have field. Okay, the document number is this. Next status we have message type we have MSGTY. Here it should be MSGTY. Okay. So username we don't have here. We have username. Okay, fine. So ID number, if we have the ID message numbers and all, we can pass. Otherwise, not required. Okay. Understood, guys? What I did here. Only the problem is types.
Yes.
Because we are passing wrong type, we are appending wrong type to wrong internal table. Okay, so now I just activate this code. Just activating this function model. Okay, so now go to BD87, we'll reprocess it again. BD80. What is the T code for reprocessing of IDocs? BD87. I'm just
BD87.
processing here. What is our status? 51. I'm just selecting this message. I'm just reprocessing. So what is the new status here?
53.
53, sir.
Each document posted
Application.
without errors. Now if you open, this was the old one. I'm closing this old screen. This is new screen, and see, this is the W02. I'm going back. I'm displaying again. Now if you see, you can see 53 green. IDoc process successfully in Winbound system. So that means, what is the meaning of that? Student record added to the table. Go to the S11. Right? That is our motto here. 53 success means that the insert query is happened. So 11. Are you guys able to see this 11 in 810 client? 11 Arjun,
Yes.
Bangalore IT. But student phone number, year, fees is not there because we are sending only these 4 fields. 11 Arjun, Bangalore IT. 810 will auto populate it, that we don't need to send. That is by default it will auto populate. Number Arjun, Bangalore IT we sent. Now we are sending from 800 client. I'll send now remaining entries. I'll close this. So I'll log into 800. 12 to 15 I'll pass at a time. Guys, are you able to understand any confusion here? You have to do practice once, then you will get to know.
Yes.
Someone is asking. I'm trying to log in 800 client. Because of this network issue only we got those many errors in first time in outbound. But otherwise it will complete the process end to end. Okay, so I'm logged into the system. Pass 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm typing here SC38. Execute. Here we have to give 12 to 15, 4 records. Okay, at a time we are doing 4 records. Understood, guys? Now we'll get that message 4 times.
Yes.
Process successfully, continue. Again process successfully, 13 record. This is 14th record. Again we have one more 15th record. It's done. 15 records done now. Now go to W02 in 800 client. Give that basic type. Execute. Now this time it will not show directly. It will show all these entries. Initially it was showing directly that menu IDoc view, because we have that time we have only one entry. Now we have 5 entries. You can see out of 5, how many are processed? 45 process. That is first one. 46, 47 is not processing. It is in between.
3.
48, 49 is processed. Okay, first one, this is already be processed. That is for student 11. Now for 12 is not it is in process. It is in progress. 13 also in progress. How can we know it is that 13 or 12? Student numbers. Double click on this 46. We can see here. This is a view. Okay. Here you can see the data records. What is the student number? You can see here student number 12. It is in processing. Okay, guys. You go back. 14, 15 is process. Now we can check that in here, inbound system W02. How many are processed? How many? Okay, slash n W02. Okay, doc type execute. How many we got here? We received here.
3.
Okay, first one that is for 11. Now here 2 means don't.
2, sir.
It's at 1220012 means it is increased, but don't consider this is student number 12 or 13. We can't tell because order is missing. You have to check what is the content. Double click on this 12202. Data records you can see. Now this is student number 14. Okay, don't confuse it is number 12 student number. If you double click on this 03 IDocs, you can see here what is that student number 15. And now if you see in the table level for this, let me go and check S11 student table. We want to check those 14 and 15 should be part of student table. Are you guys able to see here 14 and 15 entries?
Yes, sir.
12, 13 is not processed because it is stuck up in outbound process only. What can we do? So this 13, copy this number. Sorry, double click on this 46. We have to reprocess it 46 and 47 through BD87 /O SC BD87. 2 numbers. It is stuck up in services. It might be due to network issue. Okay. So 46 here, 47. 2 numbers. Okay. I'm just executing. You can see here 2 numbers are the same status. You can see 46, 47. All are we are processing. Selecting here, processing. 2 IDocs selected. Continue. 2 IDoc process 0303. Data passed to port. Okay. Done. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can process multiple IDocs through BD87. Okay, with the same numbers. If you use W19 also we can do, but it will create the new numbers. The old numbers will be remain same. So now outbound step is done. Closing 800 client. So I'm refreshing. Okay, so I'll close this 800 client. So I'll go here table. I will directly check in table only. Data is added or not. Later I'll show that IDocs. Student table contains execute. Are you guys able to see here 12 and 30?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 12, 13 also updated means IDocs are processed. If I click on back, if I refresh here, we can see here 5 entries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 means data. If you want to see the data for 4, you can double click here in data records, and for the segments you can see the data. This is 13th entry. Okay, MCA Master of Computer Application. This is 13th. Okay, if you see last IDoc, it is 12th. Okay, so actually this supposed to process be first, but 4th process first. 4th means 13th process first, then 12th process, reverse order, because we selected in that way only in the VD87 transaction in outbound process. Done. Understood this process now?
Yes, sir.
If there is errors, we have to reprocess. We have to trigger we have to identify the errors. There might be number of errors. So now we discuss only 01, 30, 03. Okay. 03 for success. These are all outbound case. Inbound case, we saw that, IDoc added, which transaction it is? Okay, 50. 50 is IDoc added number, and 64 is IDoc ready to transfer to application. This is warning message. 62 IDoc paused to application. 51 IDoc document not posted. 53 IDoc document posted. So if it is process way, if suppose if see, I'll show for 25, sorry, fifth record, we'll have only 3 status records. You might see. If you see here in this number 5 IDoc, if you see, here also we have 64, I don't know why 64 triggered. That's okay. So actually we'll get 50, 62, 53. These 3 only will get always. 64 and all warnings only, no problem. It in between it is also triggered. That's okay.